Yeah. We back with another one. Yeah.
What's going on, Juco?
We reacting over here. I'm El Jefe. We just gonna like and subscribe. Have fun. Kick back. Smith Cartel. Y'all like and subscribe because you're gonna love it. This is the Smith Cartel channel. Go ahead and like, subscribe. We gonna keep going fed until we go live. I'm El Jefe, the big boss, kicking at Third Coast. We going, running, smiling, man. We doing the most to my family. I wish you the best. Remember what Jefe taught you, boy. Say it with your chest. Big boy, big boss. I rock it in the South. Got these folks slugs and all this gold shining in my mouth. I'm the man, understand. Like and subscribe. We gon' keep spinning the block until we get it right. Yeah, that's real. Like and subscribe, that's the channel. We keep it real, give you more than you can handle. Yeah, like and subscribe. Smith Cartel, I'm El Jefe. All right. Smith Cartel channel. Y'all like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Jefe. I'm going to be your host, and we're going to get down to it in the cooker. We got Fear Thy Neighbor again. The new one. We got another one. Since y'all liked it so much, I'm finna put them on there. Put some more on there for y'all. Give y'all a little bit of break from the police chases. But trust me, don't think I ain't got something off in the holster. I got a whole 6-shooter of them police chases. Trust me. We gonna be coming with them soon, so get ready. I'm gonna fix y'all up with y'all adrenaline rushes. But these are something for y'all when y'all get off work and y'all go home. Y'all want to eat and just sit down and listen to something, and have some fun, laughs, and all that. So that's why I do these. Plus, a lot of people like that murder mystery. You know it, murder mystery. So let's get it, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's get it. Fear Thy Neighbor. I'm Jefe. I'm your host, like I said, doing the most. So y'all go ahead and like and subscribe. Let's get to it. Shout out to everybody in the Smith Cartel.
There's nothing harder than being the new kid in town.
You live here? Who's this?
The boys did have somewhat of a bad reputation.
Uh-oh.
What do you think you're doing?
When child
Here we go.
get out of hand.
Allegedly, these kids broke into his house.
He moved there to be in peace. Now they're saying, how can we get rid of them?
Somebody's got to teach these children a lesson.
Entire families turn against each other.
Y'all say women get prettier as they get older, huh?
He said, I'm the only one that can protect my family. I'm the
Now
only
that they
one
don't
that can
try.
protect my property.
Neighbors become monsters.
He just snapped. He went into a rage.
Why he got a 1970
I
porn
was terrified.
mustache? The big old mallet he got. Excuse me, excuse moi, baby. Oh, this Florida. You know it go crazy in Florida. They wild as hell. Everything you hear about Florida
Welcome
crazy.
to one of the most peaceful places under the sun.
What? No, it ain't.
Tamarack, it's a city located in Broward County, southern Florida.
In Broward County,
good
and it's a
community.
peaceful place. You crazy as
They do
hell.
not have a high crime rate.
Let me ask Young and
It's a
Ace
good
about that one.
Oh, I love the weather. Usually around 75, 80 degrees. Always sunny.
Big
Who could really
boy.
hate that?
Big boy.
For Richard Day,
Palm trees.
his wife Adele, and his 12-year-old stepson Walter, Tamarack is exactly what they're looking for.
Yeah.
The Days have just moved to our neighborhood.
No, it wasn't the deal.
It was.
My mom had met my stepdad in Baltimore. His mother moved to Florida, and they wanted to be closer to mom, so we moved to Tamarack.
The climate in Florida was pretty good for Richard. Being an older guy, it was probably pretty nice not having to shovel a bunch of snow or anything.
There was a canal in the back of my
Don't
house,
have
which was
to
awesome
mow
because I
some bunch
love
snow
fishing,
or
and it
thing with
had
no
anything from
net.
catfish to really, really big largemouth bass.
So, kiddo, what do you think?
There's just one thing wrong.
Where we lived in Tamarack, Florida, it was our retirement community.
I'm sure there's going to be kids your age in the neighborhood, I promise.
I was maybe one out of a handful of families that actually had kids.
Just give it some time, okay?
Everybody else was too old to have it.
Come on, sport.
So it was pretty quiet.
It was a senior community that had just let some younger families in.
Richard easily gets work soon after arriving.
He was an auto body mechanic and was really into classic cars, and his work was really good too.
You're late. Long day?
Same old, you know.
My mom and dad were definitely your typical American couple.
Yeah, your hands are filthy.
They were very loving.
You're horrible.
Where's Walter? I have something for him.
Oh, he's in the basement in the rec room.
The caring father does his best to make up for Walter's lack of friends.
Hey,
Hey, Dad.
how was school?
Okay.
Good.
Me and my dad got along pretty good.
I have a surprise for you.
Really?
Yeah?
What is it?
Excuse me.
Close your eyes.
I used to think of my stepdad as a big guardian. I knew he was in the Air Force, so I used to relate any type of military as being strong and things like that.
And open them.
Seriously?
Yeah? What do you think?
I thought you said I wasn't allowed to have a knife.
Oh, well, I think you're old enough.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
From what I understand,
Swiss Army
Richard
knife.
couldn't afford that much.
Take care of it. It wasn't cheap.
Okay.
So your mother is cooking dinner upstairs. Why don't you go and help her?
All right.
All right.
You know, he really couldn't. He did the best he could by his son.
It's a quiet life. But all that is about to change.
Hey, Walt. You live here?
Yeah, hey, Anthony.
Anthony was a buddy of mine in school, but I found out that he lived in my neighborhood, which I thought was cool because I didn't really have too many friends there at the time.
Walt, what I can remember, he was a pretty laid-back kind of kid.
Who's this?
Mom, Dad, here's some guys from school. This is Anthony, Andrew, and Mike.
You guys?
Hey, guys.
Anthony,
you guys all brothers?
Andrew,
Yeah, we
and
live
Mike.
around the block. Want to come over? Grab your bike.
Can I?
All right, just for about an hour, and then we'll pick you up. Hey, helmet.
He wasn't a real swift kid. He was kind of slower. There wasn't that many kids. You know, we didn't have a high variety of different children to hang out with. We had to hang out with who was there.
Come on, hurry up. Let's go. Come on, boys, let's go. That's when there's a...
For Walter, finding 3 new friends is like hitting the jackpot.
Yeah.
But it won't be long
Andrew, come on.
before these friendships
Here
unravel
come the bullying.
and rip apart our neighborhood.
I'm fit to be a mother.
Right now, everyone welcomes the burst of youthful enthusiasm.
The Rossers lived about 4 houses down from us. They had a family of boys. They seemed to always travel in a group.
Yo, guys.
Excuse me.
I always told my wife they were like a clan, and boys, you know how boys are. You're right.
Yeah, we
Come on, Walt, hurry up.
together.
Mom, Dad, this is Walt. We're gonna go whip him on PlayStation.
Hi, Walt.
Let's go, come on.
Walt, make sure you get a turn, huh?
The Rosser boys live with their mother, Connie, her brother, Robert, and their father, Fred.
They were super close. I mean, Robert, he was like their dad. And there was a very strong connection between them there.
Things aren't quite as strict in the Rosser house compared to Walter's.
We definitely were a handful. Me and my brothers were very tight, very close when we were growing up.
They liked playing video games, liked riding bikes and fishing, and I like doing all those things too.
That's a bad wig they uncle got on. He got a bad wig on. Look at that wig. Oh my God. Oh my God. He look like a black woman. He look like some of the black women that be wearing the wigs. He look just like that's exactly how they be looking.
Come home, drink his Budweisers. And, yeah, he'd hang out with
My
us.
grandpa
Definitely
drunk
more
that. My pop, he used to drink them all the time. Budweiser.
All right, enough.
No, Alito.
She was a tough cookie, my mother. When she raised her voice, we definitely stopped doing what we were doing.
Sorry, Mrs. Rosser. I don't mind if I don't play.
I mind, Walt. Everyone gets a turn. I'm glad that somebody around here has some manners.
No, they ain't like that.
The boys
He was
did have
nice.
somewhat of a bad reputation.
You know, rough around the edges, to put it diplomatically.
Come on, Walt. Your dad's here.
All right.
That was a horrible wig.
See you all.
Still, Richard and Adele are happy their son finally has some buddies close by.
Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Nice to meet you, Connie.
This is my husband, Fred, my brother, Rob. Hi. So, did you have fun, kiddo? And these are my boys.
Hey, Dad, can we go fishing with them sometime?
Yeah, sure, well.
Richard does his best to foster Walter's new friendship.
You know, there are gators in there.
Anthony came up with this idea that, hey, there are alligators in here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Dare stick your foot in.
No way.
Come on.
Andrew was at least a year older than me. He would usually be the antagonist.
Come on. Stick your foot in. Come on.
Hey, stop!
Stick your foot in. Stick your foot in. Oh, come on.
What do you think you're doing? Stop it!
Check this
Richard
real
was
quick.
kind of like a grumpy, angry guy when I was a kid.
It's time to go home.
Short fuse. Definitely had a short
No,
fuse.
he was the one that got in y'all's butt because y'all were acting up. He
I
wasn't
didn't think we
playing.
were troublemakers. We were doing what kids would do.
He was like, I'm going to check you. You got that male and that masculinity coming into your place.
When Walter returns home later that night, however, he discovers something missing from his tackle box.
This was one of the really early things that happened. I had either let one of the Rosser boys use my pocket knife, and it simply either just got pocketed or something.
It grew legs and walked away. That's what my OLE used to say. She said, they didn't grow legs and walk away.
Hey, I just wanted to ask you. Do you know what happened to my knife?
What knife?
My fishing knife. Well, I used it this morning, and now I can't find it. You know what happened to it?
No idea.
All right, well, if you see it, just let me know.
Okay, cool. Bye.
I left it there. I didn't want to cause any trouble. I just kind of let it go.
Walter may be reluctant to stir the pot.
Everything all right?
Yeah.
But Richard is already skeptical of the Rosser boys and isn't the kind of guy to back down from a fight.
I understand neighbor disputes. It happens all the time. And this one here just started with some minor things.
Put that back
That
now!
Magnum PI
And continued to grow.
mustache.
Dad, look.
They festered. And they kept festering. And they kept boiling.
Our neighborhood was pretty safe. You didn't have to worry about anything. The occasional mosquito bite, that's about it.
After moving to sunny Tamarack, Florida,
Hi, Richard.
Nice to meet you, Connie.
the days are happy to meet the Rosser family around the corner.
So, did you have fun, kiddo?
And Walter is excited to have found new friends in Mike, Andrew, and Anthony. But his father, Richard, has his doubts about them.
You know, there are gators in there.
Come on!
Come on, just
do
put your
it.
foot in.
Hey,
Do it. Come on.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sure he was
Richard
mad
wasn't
about
going
it,
for
but
none of
I
that.
didn't have that many friends, so I kind of wanted to keep the peace for as long as I can.
Just as Richard starts seeing red flags, life takes a sudden and drastic turn for the worse.
Richard, are you okay? Richard, what happened? Richard, what? What's going on? Walter,
Didn't that-
call 911 now! Go!
Having a heart attack.
My dad had a quadruple bypass, which is pretty scary.
Is it two of the red and one of the white?
No, it's 2 of the white and 1 of the red.
He deteriorated after that. He went through, I mean, all sorts of really, really bad stuff.
Here.
Yeah, if you don't get yourself
Yeah,
away
it's
from the
quite
stress, it'll just keep on.
The recovery period was rather long,
It'll just keep
and
on
it did
pushing.
put him out of work.
We'll get by.
Richard is forced to give up his job as an auto mechanic. Now it's up to his wife, Adele, to make ends meet.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yes, I'm gonna be fine.
All right, you have my cell number, you have the shop number in case anything happens.
Listen, I have everything. I'm gonna be okay. I'll be fine.
My dad would definitely want to be the breadwinner of the house.
Okay, so you are going to mow the lawn.
He would see it as being
They
kind
gotta
of
look at
inferior,
reality.
him not working.
And then you're gonna go get the groceries, right? Okay, so let me get you money.
Oh, Julian, what are you trying to do? Humiliate me?
He kind of felt like he couldn't provide for his family. So you could tell that it would kind of eat at him.
Yeah.
Not working.
I'm sorry.
You need to get something to eat.
He's always had a quick temper, but Richard's poor health makes it worse.
Yeah.
And a weak heart isn't his only challenge.
Diabetes.
Richard had diabetes, and it was causing him more problems. He would have bouts of low blood sugar, which, you know, takes a toll on a person.
He would typically get very irritable. He wished he could get back to work. Being around the house was driving him crazy.
Now his irritability is about to be tested by his son's new friends.
I wanted one really bad, and my dad had got me a Game Boy. I brought my Game Boy to school, and I wasn't definitely supposed to have it, but I did it anyway.
Have you guys seen my Game Boy?
Oh, you mean this one?
He kind of shook it.
Come on, give it back.
Come get it.
Want to give it back to me.
Come on. Oh, what are you gonna do?
Teenagers are always going to be knuckleheads.
Oh, Andrew.
Because they've been knuckleheads since teenagers came about.
Andrew, come on.
True enough. That's a fact.
Pass back. See you later, Walt.
Anthony?
I was definitely upset. It was a brand new Game Boy.
Next time, we're stealing your bike.
Things were definitely
Walt should have
escalating
threw
with
hands. He
me
should have
and
caught
from
that
the
fade.
Rosser boys.
Beat him down.
My mom was pretty protective of me, and she had gotten a guidance counselor involved.
It's just a joke.
It doesn't take much for the adults to turn on each other. And Connie Rosser doesn't think her son's prank is worth all this trouble.
Honestly, this
don't.
is a total waste of my time. Can we go?
I bet she don't.
Connie said that the son was a spoiled brat and that instigated or further fueled the fire.
Come on, boys, let's go.
By her kids being thieves. Okay.
You know, they stole Walter's knife as well, and we'd like that back.
Despite the accusations and hostility between parents, Walter doesn't want to give up the only friends he has.
Because he's a dummy.
I had it in the back of my mind that was not kind of cool, but kind of
You're
wanted,
goofy,
just to have
buddy.
somebody to hang out with.
This is the guy. I bet you don't have no friends right
Me and
now
my
to
other
this day.
brothers used to go over there
I bet
every
you he
once
ain't
in
got
a
no
while.
friends to
We
this
hang
day.
out.
He probably sit at home by himself.
Anthony and Andrew were at my house.
He's a goofy.
And
he's what we call a goofy.
there was these things called Beanie Babies. I had quite a few of them.
Told you.
Hey! The hell do you think you're doing?
My stepdad thought that he saw them stuff things in their pocket.
What?
They would always accuse us of stealing.
Because you were
Put
stealing,
that
dude.
back now!
You're always stealing.
Basically,
Y'all
he
are
told
thieves.
them, "What the heck are you doing?"
Walter, I told you, these kids
You ever
are
notice how when
trouble.
people
What are
do
you
something and
thinking,
they do
inviting
it
them
like
into
they
my
thieves
house?
and stuff, they
Put
try
those
to
back and
like
get out of my house.
make it seem like they ain't do nothing.
Get the hell out.
Like we steal, but
Both
he
of
tried
you,
to accuse
get
us of
out
stealing.
And don't ever come back.
I just remember him constantly screaming.
Relax, buddy. I was just looking at it.
You and those two, you're done.
After that incident, my parents were pretty much like, "That is it. Do not hang out with them anymore."
And he kept on hanging with him. I guarantee you,
But
this
it's
dumb
not
fool.
long before the burnt hand
He's a
finds
dummy.
its way back into the fire.
He's a dummy. His kids are goofy. He got to understand his kids are goofy.
There
Everybody
wasn't
knows
a lot of
he's a
people
goofy.
in my neighborhood that I could actually interact with, and it kind of sucked.
Well, does it suck getting your stuff stolen?
So I did kind of sneak over to the Rosser's house. The Rosser boys, they had like this tray. I had noticed that a few of those Game Boy games were actually mine. Put them in my pocket and eventually left with them.
All right, guys, it's getting kind of late. I think you should head home.
See ya. Yeah, see ya, Walt.
You have the audacity to call my son a thief?
What?
Maybe you should look to what's underneath your roof.
That is out of line.
I'm way out of line. Are you listening?
News of the missing games makes it home before Walt does.
Your son just stole from my children.
Excuse me?
So
Connie
broke mama
basically
couldn't
called my
pass,
parents and
that's crazy.
told them that I had stolen some Game Boy games.
She's like, look to your own kid. Your son's no angel.
So maybe before you go around.
Okay, hold on. Look, he's here now. I'm going to talk to him. Walter, what have you done?
What?
That was Connie on the phone. Something about some stolen Game Boy games?
But they're mine. So I just took them back. Here, look. These are the games that I took from their house that have my name on them.
They were labeled, so I showed my parents, like, hey, you know, these were mine. I was just taking them back.
That's it. Richard,
Oh, he mad
Richard,
now.
calm down. No, Adele, I have had enough of these people.
For Richard, this is the Rosser family's third strike. It's not about the kids anymore. Now it's about the parents.
He's enraged. It's not a slow burn. The only thing I can think of is that he felt, screw this, I'm the only one that can handle this.
Came to my mother's house and started beating on the door.
How dare you accuse my son of stealing when it's your stupid brats who are the thieves?
Crazy, Richard!
He was immediately just snapping, screaming as loud as he could.
Yeah, because y'all are thieves.
Crazy? Are you kidding
Because your
me?
whole family's a bunch of thieves, dude. That's what he's trying to tell you. Y'all are a bunch of degenerates. The whole house.
It infuriated me.
Why? Because you a thief?
You're trailer trash!
Was shouting. You could tell there was anger.
I heard Richard Day cussing out Connie.
Children are unfit to be a mother.
Yeah, he right. He right on that. He right on that.
Please leave now, Mr. Day. You know
He
what?
is right.
You people disgust me.
You steal, and then the boy
Definitely
takes his own
pissed
games
off
back,
at
and then you
Richard
call
when
him a
he,
thief.
Spit more with his face. And I definitely held a grudge after that.
You can hold whatever you want, y'all.
Game
How
of
you
Thrones,
see what I'm
King's
saying?
Reign
You
is
see what I'm
now
saying? How
available
people
on
cope
both
with
PC
stuff.
and mobile with
Goofies.
Google Play Games. Explore
He
the
talking
Game
about
of
he held a
Thrones
grudge
universe on a
because they
larger
stole that
PCs.
man's son's games, and then his son stole
Uncle
them back,
Rob may have
and then he
ended this
cussed their
fight,
mama out for doing
but
it,
the
for not
war
checking them.
is just
So then they
beginning.
said he's
And
in the
our
wrong
neighborhood
for it.
will
That makes
never
no
be the
sense.
same.
How is
tell
he in the
you,
wrong if they
I
did
was
it?
so afraid.
Afraid
I
of
felt
what? She wasn't
something
afraid of nothing.
horrible was going to happen.
She wasn't afraid of nothing.
It was a ticking time bomb.
She wasn't scared of nothing. That woman was waiting on it. She knew them kids was thieves. She knew he was a thieves.
This is a quiet cul-de-sac in Tamarack.
Don't he look like the dude
great
on Blue
city,
Bloods?
low
With that
crime,
big ass mustache.
nice area.
It's
This
pretty
doesn't
though over
happen.
there. It's pretty over there.
Trouble between Walter Day and the Rosser boys has become a war between two
But
families.
then again, they say Washington's beautiful
Richard
too when
Day
it
has
ain't burning
finally
up.
given Connie Rosser
So,
a piece
yeah.
of his mind.
Hey, Richard! You're not fit to be a mother.
A lot of people have spats. On this one here, I would say,
He was going
oh my
off.
God, breathe.
You know what?
Yeah, he wasn't gonna go. He was going off.
Take 10 deep breaths.
That man
You
wasn't
know,
taking 10
count to
breaths.
10.
You people disgust me.
They picked the right person to mess with.
A line has been crossed. And that puts the final nail in the coffin.
Oh man.
My friendship with the Rosser boys.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I start going bald, I'm
We're
shaving
no
my
longer
head. Y'all just gonna have to y'all just gonna have to say bye to these
Our whole
luscious,
neighborhood
beautiful
is on
locks,
edge.
this beautiful hair I got.
No one is prepared for
All
what
that good
happens
hair. Y'all gonna have
next.
to. I done heard that all
With
my
this
life.
particular incident, we
Ooh, you
came
got that
home
good hair.
from
Yeah,
dinner.
duh. I'm Puerto
Weird,
Rican,
I'm sure I left
Panamanian,
the porch
and
light on.
black. What do you think I'm gonna have? I better have some good hair.
Hello? Is there anybody here?
Where's he at? Where'd he go?
Oh my God.
Oh, he went back home.
What the hell happened?
Ooh,
Dad, look.
Damn.
Someone had broke into the house.
Their home is completely
They
trashed.
tore his house up.
But despite the damage, only one thing is missing.
My bike's gone.
His bike.
What?
His bike.
My bike was not in the house anywhere. It was definitely gone.
That's crazy. They know who did it. You can tell. Look at their faces. You can tell. They know who did it.
I was devastated. I loved that mountain bike.
like
It
a
was brand new.
mongoose.
You can say all you want.
Next time, we're stealing your bike.
You know, you can
Can't
plot all you
accuse her.
want. There's a line you don't cross.
Oh, I know damn well who it was. It's these three kids, these three brothers, they live just around the corner. They have been tormenting my son ever since we moved in here.
Richard is certain who's done this, and he lets the police know it.
And there's been a couple of Game Boy games gone missing.
Allegedly, these kids broke into his patio. Allegedly, they had stolen his son's bike.
And I caught one of them red-handed trying to steal something from my own home.
Doesn't have any proof, but because of everything that's going on, he feels it's them.
Yeah, point straight
My
to them.
dad was super, super angry.
Jerry, take a look at this.
What is it? You found something?
There was a fingerprint found on the glass that didn't belong to any one of us.
Despite the lead, time passes, and nothing is heard from investigators.
Police never got back into contact with us. Nothing ever came of it.
So Richard takes steps to defend his home and his family.
Oh, yeah.
My dad went to a hardware store and got a few no trespassing signs.
Richard Day said, you know what? I'm looking around, and I'm the only one that can protect my family. I'm the only one that can protect my property. I'm the only one that can protect my son.
His actions only provide more ammunition for the Rosser boys.
Hey, Gramps.
He was the only house in the neighborhood that would have signs in the yard like that.
So what? Why were y'all messing with him?
Some pretty heavy-duty security you've got there.
They're teenage boys, and they taunt Richard Day.
Sure that mount's not too heavy for you?
They do. They're disrespectful to him.
They kind of grinned and snickered and said,
And Walt, too bad about your bike.
Richard, don't!
Richard was finna beat
Richard
him.
Day, get back here
beat the
right
life
now.
out of him right there in the driveway. That
Richard!
mallet. He wanted to so bad.
Get out of here.
I think it takes a while, though, to build up to that point. You know, to build up the time bomb. You know, you've got the fuse, you know, this long.
Walt?
Adele manages to pull Richard back from the brink, but nothing can stop hostilities from escalating.
Nope, 'cause they gonna keep on pushing him and pushing him and pushing him.
Come on, let's go.
Can you just tell me what it is?
It's a surprise.
Come on.
Once again, Richard tries to make up for his son's lack of friends.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
All right.
Oh my gosh, are you joking?
after my bike got stolen, my parents bought me another new bike.
Exact same one as your old one.
So I was pretty happy about that.
Well, what do you think?
It's awesome, thank you.
You're welcome, buddy.
Oh.
Antique for a ride. Be careful, stay on the sidewalk.
Walter's gift leads him down the street to his next surprise.
Hey guys, nice bikes. Thanks. Do you live around here? Yeah, it's up the street actually. I'm Fabian.
He makes some new friends.
Yeah, I'm Walter.
Too bad he can't avoid his old ones.
Here come the thieves, the degenerates.
Andrew saw me hanging out with my friends.
Hey, you guys new?
Yeah, just moved in.
Hey.
And he saw me with my new bike.
Brand new bike, eh?
Yeah.
Can I take a look at it? Come on. I'm just looking at it.
He had asked me to let him see it.
Which
Come on,
you
just
the
gonna take a
goofy,
look
so you
at it.
gonna let him.
Sure.
See? Once a goofy, always a goofy.
Thanks, sucker.
He tried to take off on it, so
What do you think you're doing?
Get lost!
I'm sure he was mad about it, but I was with 2 other guys.
This ain't over.
I actually did kind of feel good about that I had actually stood up for myself for once.
Andrew Rosser is not used to being humiliated and turns to his family to even the score.
He got punked.
We're not gonna let him get away with this.
Get away with what? Not letting you steal?
You should have seen his friends. Come on, Uncle Rob. If you come with us, we could scare the crap out of them.
Andrew, just let it go. It's gone too far now. Look, I don't want to see you guys get involved in anything stupid.
Uncle Rob, you always told us to stand up for ourselves. Yeah.
Uncle Rob seems to be the only one trying to keep the peace.
My Uncle Rob, he was always there anytime I needed him. You know, he's always, he would protect us. But we had no time to listen.
The Rosser kids are out for revenge. But it will prove more than they bargained for.
We were washing our truck on the driveway.
Hey, Walter, can you hand me that cloth over there, please?
Hey, Walt, get over here.
Excuse me? Who the hell do you think you are?
Ain't nothing to do with you, old man.
The boys bucked up to him and challenged him.
How dare you come to my house?
Shut up, Gramps. What are you gonna do? Hit us with your walking stick?
I wanted to get a rise out of him. Richard, we would always try to piss him off.
You know, maybe if you had a
Yep, they
job,
doing everything they
let's say
doing.
if your
That's
old
what
lady
they
doing
and
all the
they're the
work,
reason everything that
you wouldn't
happens
be a
after this
tool
happens.
Like your
They're the reason
son.
everything happened from the get-go.
It was funny to us at the time, seeing a grumpy old man snap.
Yeah, your move, old
Kick his ass, Mike.
His son was with him, and he had to prove something. That he was a man.
What did you do?
Yeah, right,
What did you
diabetes.
do?
Richard, what the hell are you doing?
You are a...
Richard!
Get off me! Somebody's got to teach these children a lesson.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna beat them
There wouldn't been no pushing. I'd have beat their brains
Richard
in right
Day
there on the
was somebody
on the
that-
five
that could
driveway.
push his buttons and
They
get
would have
the
been laying
reaction
there
they
till the
wanted.
police got there. Wouldn't have
Unfortunately,
been
they
nothing
didn't know
left.
who they
I
were
don't care
dealing
who it
with.
was.
This isn't over, you punk.
Get the hell out of here!
Whatever.
Things were definitely escalating.
He's got anger at these kids, and he's going to teach these kids a lesson.
That's it. Am I crazy?
I'd have beat them up. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have beat them kids down so bad, their parents wouldn't have recognized them after they came home.
Oh my God.
After they went to the hospital.
Dad, look!
So let
So they
this
weren't gonna
be
walk
a
home.
Reminder
They'd have
of
been carried
you may
out.
not really want bad things to happen, but sometimes they
Some
can
of these
kinda
people,
spiral
parents,
out of
kids need
proportion.
their ass whooped like that. They need somebody to
hostility
reach
between
over
the
and
Day
beat them
and
within an
Rosser
inch of their life
families
so
is
they can
heating
learn
up.
a lesson in life. That they need to shut up and listen more.
And Richard's patience is wearing thin.
What are you gonna do? Hit us with your walking stick?
Oh, they antagonized him, absolutely. It was definitely a bad situation. You have teenage kids
Your move, old
Kick his
man.
ass, Mike.
who are acting like punks. You know, you're flipping off an adult.
What did you do?
Yeah, right,
What did you do?
diabetes.
Richard, what the hell are you doing?
You are a...
Richard!
Get off me. Somebody's got to teach these children a lesson.
What are you gonna
Adele manages to stop Richard from going too far. But he's not done with his antagonists yet.
This isn't over, you punk.
I think that because the young boys were flipping him off and saying things in front of his family and he couldn't do anything, made him feel less of a man.
If the Rosser adults can't control their children, maybe the police will.
That's not the point. These kids are terrorizing my son. You've got to do something about it.
But they haven't physically harmed him.
The cops basically told us that they could literally do anything they wanted on that road as long as they didn't step on your property.
They're on a public thoroughfare. He's on his private property.
You grab him and drag him on your property and beat the life out of him.
You're just being disrespectful.
So that's it. There's not one thing you can do
It
about
ain't that hard to go.
Hopeless
Come here.
because there's really nothing you could do to stop them.
He moved there to be in peace. And now there's these little hooligans living down the street, making his life miserable.
Yeah.
All these grievances were just mounting up. And it wasn't like they'd go away.
Fellas looking for a quarterback?
Tom Brady to go.
Bring on my eyes. Dix is the go.
I love it. He looks skinnier, man. He looks skinnier. His hair longer. He look happier. You seen his ex-wife keep trying to post stuff on Instagram and stuff, trying to stay relevant. Nobody care about her. Don't nobody.
It was on Halloween.
They don't even call her by her name. They say Tom Brady's ex-wife.
Around getting candy.
That should tell you a
got their
reality check right
parents
there.
With them. Weird stuff happens on Halloween, but I did not expect this.
I was at my buddy's house, and we eventually went home.
Richard, how much candy are you gonna eat?
I've barely had any.
You know how you get.
My mom was kind of concerned because when he didn't take his medicine, he had some flare-ups and mood changes when his sugar was up or down.
Yeah.
Tonight, Adele has good reason to worry.
Oh my God.
What is that?
What happened? Ooh, man, that's messed up. They TP'd his house and tore it up. That is crazy. I know this is before. This got to be pre-2021 COVID. Because they ain't throwing toilet paper like that no more.
Driveway in the garage.
Ain't nobody waiting to toilet paper like that. They'd have pulled that up and wiped their butt with it. I'm telling you. They ain't egging nothing to nothing.
My dad said a few cuss words. We had a pretty good idea of who did it.
They're dead.
Yeah.
Richard!
It upsets a homeowner. I understand that. But it's not permanent damage.
Listen to me.
Yeah, but still.
Walter!
When you know who did it, you ready to
Instead,
kill
this
him.
was, the only thing I can think of, this was the
But-
tipping point.
Walter!
I thought if the police aren't going to do anything about it, what are we going to do about it, you know? Are we going to let them continue to bully us?
You're the one
Are we
that's
gonna
one
do
of the
something
causes,
about
too.
it?
You kept going over there.
Walt, what has gotten into you?
I've had enough.
I basically told my dad that I would get the eggs and that we could go and egg their house back.
He's right, Adele. It's payback time. We have taken enough crap from these punks.
Oh, so what? You're gonna go egg their house real mature?
An eye for an eye.
Richard Day's wife, Adele, tried to stop him because of the condition he was in. She saw nothing good was going to happen.
Richard!
He was already amped up. His sugar was high.
He just snapped. He went into a rage.
Stop for a second! Richard!
And their sole purpose was to go find these kids.
Don't you dare get in that car! Walter, open the door! Walter, you open this door right now!
Way! He had the breaking point, then he went past it.
Yeah, he snapped.
We
He
got
lost
out of
it.
there and proceeded to the Rossers' house.
Tonight is payback. Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
You did the right thing. Listen, don't worry about your mother.
Wet, rainy,
Richard
too.
Day decided he was going to dispense his own justice.
Richard, man. Richard done snapped. He said he is not playing no games.
Halloween, you know, I'm sure conjures up all the evil and monsters under the bed. That night, you talk about evil. Evil walked that night.
Richard Day has had enough of the Rosser family.
That's enough.
Get back!
And tonight, he's been pushed too far.
He was thinking in his mind, the police aren't doing anything, parents aren't doing anything. This was it. Tonight, this was it.
Yeah.
And I heard the loud thuds, so it was very loud. It almost sounded like little gunshots. I didn't know what to do. You know, I was 16 years old.
Dad! Uncle Rob, get down here now!
Hey! 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 What the hell are you doing? Payback time!
He was acting like a lunatic. It looked like the devil was in him.
Let's go, Walter!
Yeah, because of what y'all did.
The situation is definitely going to get ugly, being that there's a lot more people there than us.
Get him down! Hey! 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 Get out of the truck! Hey!
If it's possible, his enrage point's even higher now.
Hey, out of the truck now!
He's facing the three individuals. Richard Day then made the decision.
Richard, get out of the car! All right? Hey! Richard!
Did he get one of the kids?
I was terrified.
He got one of the kids?
I said to my stepdad, I think that we may have hit something.
Uncle Rob getting hit by the truck, and he went up and stuck
Your uncle, the only one that didn't do anything. All these kids caused all this, but he didn't do nothing.
Down the street.
He was the nicest person.
Dragging one of them down the road.
Stop the truck!
All of a sudden, the truck starts coming barreling down at us. And at that point, as he's starting to come at me, I noticed something. It was Robert Campbell. He was getting road rashed. The body was shook loose right at our stepping stones that led down to the street.
Wow.
He was still conscious.
they fought.
Briefly, he kept saying he was gonna die.
Yeah, he knew
Robert,
it.
it's all right. You'll be fine.
He knew it.
Gently.
Robert Campbell was dragged underneath the truck anywhere from 100 to 190 feet.
Damn.
At a high rate of speed,
Yeah,
the
he
pressure of
wasn't
the
gonna
truck
survive.
pushing down, getting scraped by this asphalt.
We need an ambulance right away. Somebody was just hit by a car right in front of our house, and it looked like he was ran down on purpose. And is the car still there? I don't know if it's still here, but it's somebody that lives in the neighborhood.
My father held him tight.
Told him this is all
I
the
remember
kids'
my
fault.
father being covered in
Sorry.
blood, as well as arms, his hands, and just trying to calm Robert down.
Were y'all still laughing and joking?
With two headlights that sit on top.
Were y'all jumping around having a good time now?
I think he's injured really
I don't see him
badly.
smiling or nothing. Not one crack of smile. They up there crying now. Don't cry.
Uncle Robert had
You
nothing
did
to
this.
do.
But y'all did it. You caused it.
On that Halloween night, 2 families were destroyed.
Yeah.
Basically bled to death. The blood was pouring out of him.
Yep. All because of you.
Robert.
They took Richard Day in custody at his residence. Now this is a homicide. Instead of a gun or a knife or a hatchet, it's a truck. That's the murder weapon.
Yeah.
I saw him, he was in handcuffs, and they were putting him in the cop car. As a 12-year-old kid, I was devastated. You know, my dad
Wow, you're
was
the one that caused it
the
too.
world to me.
But you were the dumb one that caused it, the goofy.
We're trying to figure out some reason
Kept
for this.
going back over there, going back over there, going back over there. Look at him. Ooh,
News of the
he drunk.
horrific
I'm all the way
event
down that road. You saw the
shocks the
ride
entire
on the road.
community.
A childish teenage prank.
Yeah.
At trial, Richard is found guilty of second-degree murder and is sentenced to life behind
Yeah, I
bars.
figured it was gonna be life. But his condition, though, he won't live that
Richard
long.
Day did not have a gun.
Richard!
Instead, he had a 2,800-pound missile that he guided right for Robert Campbell.
Well.
Now, Robert Campbell had no chance. None at all.
Everyone, on both sides, is left to struggle with the tragic aftermath.
The list of victims in this case start with Robert Campbell. Richard Day, yeah, he's the perpetrator of this murder, but his wife's
Still
a victim, his son's a victim.
She was a victim. He was a victim. All of them were.
I took a real
But
big
they all were
toll on my
perpetrators
mother's
as
mental
well.
health. She became very, very, very depressed. And she loved my dad. I loved my dad. I was in depression as well.
The Rosser families are victims. The whole neighborhood's a victim.
Yeah.
Adele and Walter move out of the neighborhood. Richard later dies in prison from
Yeah.
complications of diabetes.
I wish that I could erase those thoughts and those images. those memories.
Can't erase them, buddy.
The
You
screaming,
caused
the
them.
blood, all that.
It'll always be on
Still
your
messes with
conscience.
me
Till
now.
you lay down in that dirt or you go in that fire, it's gonna stay with you forever. That's what God wanted. God wanted you to. He wanted you to take this with you and carry
I've
it
had
for the rest of your life.
nightmares. It makes me feel
Because you're the
terrible
reason it happened.
that this happened.
It'll always be there, digging deep. I try to block it out.
If it really bothered you, if it really did something to you, then
everything's good,
tell me you didn't steal no more after that for the rest of your life. You haven't stolen not one thing. Because if you did, then it didn't mean nothing.
I do.
You
blame
didn't
myself
learn
a
nothing.
lot. I
Ooh,
hope
he
that
looked like he was a hippie for real. Looking
after
like
all these
Shaggy
years, they can still
off of
find some kind
Scooby-Doo.
of
May he rest in peace. Rest in peace,
I
Richard.
would really just
Or
like
was it
to
Richard?
offer
Rest in peace to all of them,
condolences
too.
for whatever they might be worth.
I don't have any hatred toward him anymore.
You can't, because it's your fault. You should be hating
It wasn't
yourself.
his fault.
How you
He was
gonna
a
have
kid.
hatred towards somebody that you did something to? That's
It
on you.
changed the vibe
The
in our
hell
neighborhood
he talking
for
about?
me and my husband.
I shot that man 100 times, but I don't have no hatred
That
towards him.
neighborhood in
You crazy
Tamarack
as hell. Yeah, what Kevin Hart said, that
will
ain't your
always be
line.
remembered as the
That's not your
neighborhood where a brutal homicide occurred on Halloween.
Yeah, because it's cinched into the history of it. It's cinched in. I mean, but hey, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to all of them that lost their lives in that. But that was crazy. That got me wired, man. Richard got me wired and stuff. He got me want to go ride around. He's a kid on Halloween, baby. Yeah. And then they didn't have to put the face makeup on him to make him look that more evil. Man, they wrong with that. But y'all like and subscribe to the channel, Smith Cartel, baby. I'm Hefe. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Family, I love y'all. The rest of y'all know what it is. Be breezy, baby.